Today we have more demo gameplay and official updates regarding Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, take into account Vegeta demo gameplay to Bergamo to new character model updates and more. For this video I'm going to be showing off all the new updates and reveals and yeah, going from there. Timestamps are in the description below. So as a bit of disclaimer, I will sound different at some points because this video was recorded at certain points. One where it was still the afternoon, the other where it was like complete nighttime, and then the other when I just woke up. So if I sound a certain way, then that's the reason. Before I get into the demo gameplay, first let's look at a comparison that was posted between Goku mid. In the first image we see him, I don't know if this was from the trailer or the Summer Game Fest build, but in the bottom, which is apparently hit from the Anime Expo 2024, and well, there does seem to be more updates, especially in the fluffiness, and of course the overall look. In your opinion, is this difference enough? Now let's look at more special quotes and interactions. The first part is in HD. And then the other part is going to be lower quality just because these were recorded via phone. But yeah, let's show off some of the interactions. So yeah, some of these are pretty in line with how they act in the show. Vegeta is insulting Gohan for not training and being weaker than when he was a kid. You have that interaction with Bergamo and Super Saiyan Blue Goku, where Bergamo is just like just angry at him for all that Tournament of Power stuff. And then you have things like Goku insulting Golden Frieza after he defeats him. But one thing I found very odd was Vegeta saying that she's done nothing but slack off while I continued my training. That was to Android 18, to which she says, okay, I'll actually try this time. So is this actually a unique interaction, or is it just generic? Or maybe Vegeta just, I don't know. It's just interesting. But yeah, let's go into the actual gameplay. I'm actually really happy that DotoDoya was able to get in-game footage of the end version of Vegeta from I'm sorry, what I meant was I'm happy that DotoDoya was able to get like in-game raw gameplay footage of end of Buu Saga Vegeta, but you can definitely tell that this was probably a very rough playthrough at first. Like you could tell, I want to say it was probably his either first or second or third match, just because he seems to be having like kind of like some issues with the AI, which obvious, but I've also heard that the AI is more difficult. I mean, there are some points where he's like doing some decent combos, but man, sometimes the AI is giving him the business. And there's also some very good shots of Vegeta, actually pretty thumbnail worthy if I were to be pretty honest. But yeah, Vegeta gameplay, very great. I like his supers, I like his specials. I think he just looks beautiful. I really wish we saw him in the Summer Game Fest, that way we would have had like in-game audio, because right now it's just there's just no in-game sounds for any of them, any of the footage that I've seen. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to me wrapping this up. At some points you can see his full move list. Vegeta looks great. And now we'll kind of go into Gohan. So let's view him. I think what I found very funny about the footage that I seen was he actually dies at some point. I believe it's against Beerus. Beerus manages to use his like Hakai move, or however you call it. Yeah, and then his final ultimate, and like he manages to catch him, and he actually like he gives him the business. Like, oh my god, like it's actually taking a lot of health from him. Like you could tell Doto probably did not want that to happen. But obviously in the actual showcase, he also shows off for Bergamo, which honestly, I'm not sure why a lot of people like this character. Like just in general, so many people like him. I'm kind of like, ugh, whatever. Wasn't one of my favorite moments from the Tournament of Power. But I mean, his design does look nice and all. But obviously there's also points where Bergamo is using his like attacks and you get to see it. And yeah, so I really wanted to showcase kind of like some more, well, not showcase because I'm not showcasing it, but I kind of wanted you guys to see more of the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero demo, because honestly, we've just been getting so much phone footage, camp footage, and it's a burnout. It can burn you out. So I'm really happy that we get to see like the actual HD versions. Obviously, no knock to the other people who had to record the footage, but you know, nothing beats HD. Absolutely nothing. Nothing beats direct capture footage. And quite frankly, part of me does wonder, like, how long were they able to capture the in-game footage? Because if they were able to do it for a long time, then that means that tomorrow, which DotoDoya says that we will be having more gameplay footage, then tomorrow we might have better, like actual really good ones. But yeah, that's it for now, especially with all my yapping. Hey guys, so a quick little update, but we actually have much more gameplay footage from Cheranims. I'm going to be showing off from him some of the combos and movesets that Goku, Vegeta, and more use. So for this one portion, let's kind of just watch everything in full. So this is, I would say this is where the more advanced combos start to begin. I know that Cheranims, I honestly can't pronounce his name correctly, sorry. But I'll put his link to his Twitter and no, I'll put a link to his YouTube video and his Twitter in the description and comment section below, just so you can view it and kind of just view everything from him. He does a lot of like decent combos, and you can kind of tell that he's starting to get the hang of everything. In a lot of the gameplay footage that we have seen, so many people are just having a lot of trouble just doing a lot of the combos, but him, he's doing well. Him and our creeps, and I believe maybe a little bit of DotoDoya as time goes on. Although the truth is, a lot of people are just like struggling getting a hang of the combos, being able to fight the AI, which apparently is super hard. But yeah, let's view some of this gameplay footage. So here's a fun fact. When Vegeta is in his blue evolved form, he gets that look where he does the Gamma Burst Flash, and you can pretty much tell that it just looks really, really good. You know that revenge counter that he used? I actually would have loved it if he used that in his blue evolved form, just so that we could have like something new. But yeah, overall, pretty decent Vegeta gameplay footage. I would also say that the gameplay footage with Super Saiyan 2 Goku is probably my favorite, because that's kind of where it shows a lot of the combo potential and like movesets. And I believe actually, I remember doing some of these combos in the original Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Like just some of, like especially like with stuff like the blast and stuff, I have not seen anyone else in the community, as far as I have watched, actually do these. Like look at him, it's just so smooth, and this player is just, Cherry is just doing really, really good. You know, I talked about demo burnout and all, but I guess this is what happens when you actually have a good player who actually showcasing more of the system and someone who actually knows what he's doing. Like imagine if we had like all of this, all of these types of combos and all of these showcases in all the demos. A lot of people would have been like, I feel like a lot of people would have been more receptive, and there would have been a lot more positive feedback. If we just use like surface level combos, and people will just like crap talk the game, say, oh, well, it has no depth or anything like that, but it does have depth. You know, a lot Spike at their best, they know how to really do a good combat system. Whether modern Spike will put out a good Budokai Tenkaichi game, aka Sparking Zero, I suppose we will see as time goes on. Anyway, I'm gonna let the rest of this footage play out, and then I'm gonna talk about something else. As a call to action, I would suggest that you guys subscribe to Cheranims, because he will post much more gameplay footage in the very near future regarding Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And of course, their video is much more in-depth, and they have a lot more things to show. Yep, now I remember. So apparently Sparking Zero will be at the Jump Victory Carnival on July 21st, from 11 o'clock to 11:30 a.m. JST. Calling all Dragon Ball fans, Victor Yoshida and Asada will be bringing you information on new Dragon Ball anime, games, cards, and more. I don't know if there's gonna be like a special panel that will include a new trailer, or if they're just gonna have demos, playable demos, and all of that. Yeah, still a mystery for now. Just know that it begins on July 21st. And of course, we have Comic-Con. There will be another playable demo at Comic-Con at in San Diego. Imagine being able to travel to California and play a video game for almost an unlimited amount of time. I can't do that because I live across the other side of the world, and I wish that there was an actual playable demo for everyone. But instead, the only option is that we have to travel there. or go to other parts of the world, and that's just not realistic. Oh yeah, let's take a look at Vegeta's attack as well as the chase change mechanic. As far as an explanation of the mechanic, MinatosFlash says, I want to get this off myself next time I play Sparking Zero. This chase change mechanic could have potential to be incredibly nasty and will make you think about what characters really synergize together. Alright, honestly, I think that's pretty much it for me. I think I've covered a lot of stuff, probably way too much. I'm kind of burnt out now. Yeah, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow the people who were able to make this demo gameplay possible. And yeah, see you guys next time. So I actually just woke up and I found this gameplay footage which shows Goku fighting Yamcha. I think one of the things that I really like about this clip is the fact that they actually go through the window and fight in a certain part of the building, and that's really, really dope. You know, just these expansive environments, these expansive buildings. This is not something that I actually expected that they would add in, but the fact that they did is a great thing. Imagine if they put out a Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 and then they implemented this type of thing where you could just go through buildings and all that stuff. Anyway, I think in conclusion for now, one thing I'd also like to show is a post from our creeps, which one person asked, couple questions. How do you perform perception on classic control scheme? I noticed the standard mode at circle, but the classic mode I don't see perception. To which he says, I like to get one big Sparking Zero confusion cleared out for everyone. Perception is just your regular old counter stance from Budokai Tenkaichi 3. With classic controls, you can press circle and triangle to activate it. This is how you do sonic sway and counter hits. This is also how you deflect beams, given you have enough skill counts, if I remember correctly. And yeah,